Good afternoon, everyone. AnthWolf here, streaming live on Twitch with even more Final Fantasy XIV. I thought I'd be away for a couple of hours, instead I was only away for an hour. Made myself something to eat. And now we're going to be continuing the post-Heavensward main storyline. More specifically, I'm hoping to get through quite a bit of patch 3.2, also known as the Gears of Change. Where we last left off, a few things happened actually. We were introduced properly to the Warriors of Darkness, rather than just one ominous scene of Elidibus, the emissary of the Ascians, and one of their members standing on the moon of all things. And they had just defeated the Nath Primal known as Ravana, the Lord of the Hive. In addition, we also were reunited with Thancred, one of the other scions of the Seventh Dawn, and it seems that not everyone in Ishgard was pleased to have their revelation, the truth revealed about the Dragon Song War. But with thanks to one of the dragons, Vidofnir, we managed to save an innocent child. And we are now going to continue where we left off there. As it once was, Tatara is waiting to share good tidings with you in Alphino. Okay, since Minfilia's mother is finally returning. And let's go meet her at the docks. Ah, there's some familiar faces. Lamin wasn't too pleased that we were missing Minfilia. Hopefully Thancred has some good news for us.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Let us be about our business, then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Thancred, what happened to your eye?
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every science. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
The Praetorium looks reasonably repaired after what Ultima did. Okay, back over to Revenant's Toll we go. Looks like quite a few people have returned. The word of the mother. Alphino is eager to return to the search for Minfilia. We'll certainly try our best. To Idleshire we go, to see what Kryl and Thancred discovered in the Castra Meridianum. See. So Mother Hydaelyn may have spirited Minfilia away when Y'shtola cast her forbidden magics. And Hydaelyn can draw those with the echo to her side when she wishes to commune with them. So the chances are, well, it's the best lead we have. Y'shtola says the anti-tower is something of Charlayan make, which may gain us access to the ethereal sea. It's a bit of a dreary evening as we're flying towards Montoya's cave. Boss fight nearby. It is true, we always come to her when we need something. The anti-tower is now accessible. Even Master Matoya has mentioned that Thancred may now be unable to wield magics. Okay. The Anti-Tower. In all of creation, what greater mystery could there be than the fate of this very star? The sound of deepest depths, the study the ethereal sea itself. For these purposes and more was the Anti-Tower built. Abandoned by her Charlayan caretakers following the Exodus, it has since been overrun by the magical guardians they left behind. Yet were one blessed with her gift to brave these dangers and descend the furthest reaches. To hear, feel, and think at the heart of this world, what would they find? And before we begin, let me have a quick look at what will be in store for us. Oh yes, this dungeon. I used to really love doing this dungeon. I have fond memories of running the Anti-Tower. I ran this quite often for the level 50 and 60 air duty roulette. You can see how it's reversed. And up to the first boss, Zero Rago. Ah, bugger. Need to deal with the ads. Why couldn't you kill the ads? Come on, you just standing there doing nothing. Could have freed us a hell of a lot earlier. Oh well. Here's the fun part. We're trying not to overpull. And up to the second boss. We have Ziggy here. We are. And Ziggy has been defeated. Down the staircase we travel. Into the upper reaches. up to the final boss we go. Yep. Ah, Christ. Sorry, I got cold. There we go, that's better. Oh. Thank you. Well, that's not disturbing. Oh well. Thank you for the player commendation. Say our crystal of light.
Hear, feel, think. Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst. We are the word of the Mother. We, who were once called Minfilia. Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Hydaelyn, guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we had lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think. Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound. In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This
This is my final. The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
Thank the 12!
Did you find her? Did you find Minfilia?
The word of the Mother. I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryer?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone? But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The Scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, There is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No, this is all wrong.
Not much we can do about it, unfortunately. With Heidelin as weak as she is. Gained a frog minion there. This war of ours. Alphino, after reflection, has reached a decision. Okay, Alphino will have the duty of returning to the Rising Stones. Meanwhile, Sir Emeric has requested our presence. Let's go see how we can help with Ishgard's situation.
Pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation. Good, good. You of all people should be present. When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples. You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event, your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire. But if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
Are you still wounded? Or maybe you've been staying up a bit too late.
'Tis nothing. 'Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead. I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there, seeing to the final preparations, even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. It would not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all. Oh, and one more thing.
Yes?
A drink! We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Are you feeling okay, Sir Emmerich? Okay. Over to Falcon's Nest we go to oversee the beginnings of a formal peace conference. Hello, Lucia. Staunch conviction. Lucia is concerned that you seem to be looking for something to do. Hello, Sir Redwald. It's been a while. Yeah, we might need to go speak to the convictors. Make sure there's no misunderstanding. We have Lord Artoriel here. Excuse me. Just had to sneeze there. Yeah. He is dressed for combat as well, your younger brother. Guess we can watch over him. Once more, a favour. Emmanuel Alain is less than his usual effervescent self. We're gonna go away and something's gonna happen, isn't it? Oh well. We hope that's not the case. We're gonna look into dealing with these wolves briefly. Wasn't so bad. dragon critters here. Looks like it's down next to Camp River's meet. For those we have lost, Emanelaine seems rather pleased with himself.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment. Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in them cheeks. Freed food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all. Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting. When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here, to do my bit. My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
You were right, my lord. You look tired.
reckon you could do with a good long rest? After all you've done, I'd say you've earned it. Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs. This was never your fight.
Well.
My son. They told me he walks in Hallone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them. They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I! I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin. All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do. Makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen. They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping. Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Yeah, no shit.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy. Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Oh, no. Don't do what I think you're gonna do.
Yes, yes, my lord.
Don't. Violence only begets violence.
See? See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward. This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear. I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
You shouldn't have done that. Emmanuel.
What have you done?
Yeah.
I only did as you ordered, my lord.
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
Stand straight and speak your words. Well, this is gonna go horribly wrong. And the people are gonna be pissed. Yeah. consequences. Thancred would like nothing more than to leave Falcon's Nest behind. Oh, Christ. Where is his manservant now? Oh, bloody hell, just flying in the buildings. Where is Unrest? I mean, there may be buildings we can go into as well. Some names flying around, you can travel a bit too quickly. Aha! Oh, hey. You alright?
Oh no! What? No, no! What have they done to you? Oh no! What? Oh no! What?
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile!
What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Onua?
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Chirurgeon without delay.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Well, Leon got angry.
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed. Learn to live with it. I have.
Choices. Banquet has lost all patience with Lord Emmanuelane. seems with the peace conference disrupted, the Ishgardians are going to try and refan their patriotism. So it seems Thancred's going to go pester Hilda. Maybe he's getting his own fire back. Hopefully that's the case. He's been a little down of late, understandably so. So we have a letter here. Okay. Let's go in search of a Manulane. Oh, hello. Right in front of me. Yeah, hopefully he makes the right decision. He needs to stand up for himself.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Amanalain de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces?
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
Here it comes.
An adventurer beholden to none who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time? Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Huh. The torrent weapons. How interesting. Those are from, well, some of the endgame items for the original Heavensward. God, I remember grinding for those daggers for so long for my ninja back in the day. Spectacle for the ages. The Grand Melee is poised to begin and Lucia would not be late. Hello there, Blue Seed. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let us go through the gates of judgment. Would you like to commence battle for Spectacle of the Ages? If your level is above 60, it will be synced. Oh. During the Grand Melee, some of your gear will be glamoured. Huh, interesting. Oh, great. Even one armed Rauban is a force to be reckoned with.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
The Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which an allied company of Uldan, Gradanian and Limsonan forces will be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing army will be rewarded tactical points. The first company to attain a designated tactical rating of 100 is declared the victor. During the Grand Melee, officiants may mark certain combatants with a Fury's gauge, which will be indicated by the ethereal tether. While defeating most combatants will reward you 1 tactical point, defeating the marked combatants will reward you 10. Marked combatants also possess enhanced attributes, rendering them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. Defending and defeating these combatants is the key to victory.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard!
All is ready then. Very well. Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the Grand Melee begin!
It's good to see Namino feeling a hell of a lot better. Here we go. Oh, hello. Hello, Pippin. I am so sorry about this. As the one now targeted. Daniel and Nain still here. Oh, it's on me now. Oh, Rabaron's actually here into the fight. Oh. We have a unintended participant. Have fun. Well, we'll leave everyone else to it, I guess. It's you and me. Ooh, bloody hell. Ooh. Well, this is going to hurt.
Did he win? Then we...
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard! Well fought! Well fought, my friend! You truly are the warrior of warriors. Thank the Fury you were on our side.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Raubarn. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people. Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way. Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them.
This is also true. Thancred. You're not as young as you used to be.
Tis but a scratch, I assure you. And I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns. Make that 2 dozen. Still, as Y'shtola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on, one at a time. One day at a time. As Minfilia would have done.
Hey Pippin, hey Rauban. I'm really sorry Pippin, I kind of focused you once you had that Teva on you. Hey Rauban. And we gained a victory emote. Happy days. For those we can yet save, Sir Emmerich is beaming with pride.
My lord!
Honorwa, my boy. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it, which I have been told some women may find appealing.
I see. And to think I was worried sick over you.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the proof, shall we?
My lord?
'Twould seem that a great many things have occurred in my absence. I thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean alliance, when I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Emmerich, the time is now.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations. Emmanuelaine, you will place yourself at your brother's disposal. He will be glad of your assistance.
No stopping it now, is there? We should inform Y'shtola and the others.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
Everyone seems to be in rather high spirits. Okay, back over to Falcon's Nest we go once again. Let's see if the conference will go well this time. Yeah, let's not go get a free drink from a maid this time. Let's try not to get poisoned prior to the conference. I don't believe there's any other matters we can attend to. There's plenty of missions we could do, and plenty of quests. But yeah, let us have the ceremony go ahead. 'Cause, 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 'cause
The appointed hour approaches.
Aye.
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Emmerich, what are you going to do?
Have I ever done otherwise?
Oh, it is Vidofnir.
Look!
For a moment I thought it was Racefelger himself coming.
The White Dragon!
Ah, how long it hath been since our peoples met thus, children of Thordan, even by our reckoning.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood which they yearn to see restored.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration, and they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer. Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me. Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end, losses beyond counting, and still we fought. And still we fought. Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy. Life.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone for generations to come.
Father and his beloved, as they were so long ago, happy and at peace. The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
Estinian.
Your bow!
Child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thornton? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Hearken unto me, all of you! The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall escape my wrath. None shall escape my revenge!
7 hells. Damn you, Nidhogg.
Hells, take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
Aye! There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone!
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Here we go.
Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Seems like we may have no choice. And unfortunately, Hraesvelgr would have felt his daughter's passing. Oh, she didn't die. Oh, good. Because I would have went... everything would have went to shit then. I felt sure that he had killed her. Causes and costs. Alphino knows at last what he must do.
Forgive me. That took longer than expected. You seem puzzled. Oh, these. I thought something warming might not go amiss. It was not all that long ago that we sat here, you and I. In our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshvon called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight. And why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore. I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was. I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him. When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emeric and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emeric is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try.
I think this is the sort of thing Horshvon would actually say.
Lord Horshvon would be proud. I knew you would understand. Together, we will surely find a way.
Okay. Back up to the Fort Tom's Manor. It's been a while since we've spoken to Tataru. Did I receive a free company invite from that individual earlier today? Yeah, I did. I think I already have some of the augmented Hellfire gear. I think I'm wearing some of it, actually. We have learned the emote battle stance.
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage. Enough to fuel a 1000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis, and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still. To the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
It seems the Warrior of Darkness was also watching the proceedings.
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, for all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price. For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raised their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Forton. And so ends the 3.2 patch story content of the Heavensward expansion. The Gears of Change. And it is here that it's a good point to then take another break. Oh, meanwhile though, with the adventures of not Papalimo and Ida, they're doing well, but they're up to something. And who is this? Achievement unlocked. The first gear. So yeah, we gained a full set of Hellfire armor. As I say, I'm sure I'm wearing a full set of it already. If I go to the gloves... Is it the gloves I'm wearing? Maybe I'm mistaken. Either way, none of the gear is actually greater than what we're wearing. Maybe we could always have a look at it though. I don't mind showing it off. Let's have a quick look at remote. The emotes we just picked up. We gain victory and battle stance. The victory pose. I like that actually. We might keep. Let's have a look at battle stance again. 2 seconds. Let's keep our weapon out before we activate it. There you go. Awesome. Either way, we'll take a break here. I'm gonna go make myself something to eat. Is that autorial? It is autorial. I thought he looked familiar. Either way. Yeah, we'll take a break here. Gonna make myself something to eat once again, take a small break. And I'm not sure if I'll continue streaming later on this evening. It is getting a little bit late. We'll see. See how I feel. Because, again, I would like to continue with the next patch of content, which is 3.3. Maybe. Maybe we will. If so, I will undoubtedly let you know somewhere on social media. But, in the meanwhile, I hope you've all enjoyed, either here on Twitch or once I've got this exported over to YouTube, for anyone who is watching it there. This has been AnthWolf once again, and I hope you'll continue to enjoy the series with me as we go into the further content in the future. Until then, no. Bye-bye now.